Melania Trump is known for her enigmatic presence and cryptic words, often leaving the public guessing about her true thoughts and intentions. From her memorable smirk during her husband's campaigns to her choice of cryptic social media messages, Melania has mastered the art of leaving just enough ambiguity to spark a frenzy. Recently, after Donald Trump's latest presidential win, she posted a statement that is more than raising eyebrows. The word choice, tone, and timing have led many to wonder if Melania is hinting at something far bigger, a Trump dynasty in the making. Phrases like Forevermore have caught the public's attention, leading to speculation that this message may be signaling an era where Trump is not just a family name, but an unbroken lineage at the top of American politics. As Americans try to decode what she truly meant, some interpret it as a subtle warning of Trump's ambitions, while others think it's a thinly veiled jab at her husband and the ideology he represents. With Donald Trump's polarizing leadership style and the influence he still holds over his base, Melania's message only adds fuel to the debate about whether we are facing the dawn of a new political dynasty, one that may extend well beyond her husband's presidency. So, what did she really mean by Forevermore? Was it a call to national unity, a disdainful remark, or a forecast of Trump family dominance? Let's dive into this puzzling statement and see what it reveals. The context of Melania's statement. It's worth noting that Melania's public appearances and statements have often been overshadowed by her husband's much louder and more controversial behavior. But Melania has a way of standing out precisely because she doesn't overspeak or share too much. So when she posted her recent message about the heart of our republic, people took notice. Melania's social media statement came at a peculiar time, right when Donald Trump had made headlines with his victory speech, but oddly, without his wife by his side. While Trump was basking in the limelight, Melania was noticeably absent from the family photograph, replaced by an unexpected guest, Elon Musk. This led to speculation about her feelings toward Trump's return to power, but instead of addressing her absence directly, Melania turned to Twitter, where she left a message that has many scratching their heads. Her message reads, "The majority of Americans have entrusted us with this important responsibility. We will safeguard the heart of our republic and freedom. I anticipate the citizens of our nation rejoining in commitment to each other and rising above ideology for the sake of individual liberty, economic prosperity, and security." The last line of her statement is what really made people pause. American energy, skill, and initiative will bring together our best minds to propel our nation forward forevermore. That one word, forevermore, is what caught the public's attention. It's as though she's hinting that the Trump name might be here to stay indefinitely. Analyzing the language, a call for unity or a subtle critique. Her words about rising above ideology could be taken in multiple ways. For some, it seemed like she was subtly critiquing her husband's administration, perhaps suggesting that his divisive tactics and ideological approach aren't in line with a true unifying force in the nation. The phrase feels like an echo of what a moderate politician might say, someone who prioritizes bipartisan unity over party lines. It's possible she's hinting at a vision of governance that stands apart from her husband's often confrontational style, suggesting that Americans need to unite beyond the divisive policies of her husband's base. On the other hand, Melania's statement could also be interpreted as support for Trump's vision. Perhaps she sees the Forevermore as a way of saying that Trump's administration, or rather his ideology, could cement itself as a permanent fixture in American politics. By invoking Forevermore, Melania might be signaling an intention for the Trump name to become a lasting legacy, like the Kennedys or Bushes. This subtle wording has set off debates about whether her statement is a critique, a warning, or a prophecy of a Trump dynasty. The Trump dynasty theory, a legacy forevermore? When we consider the word forevermore, it's hard not to envision a legacy that extends beyond just a single term in office. And Donald Trump's family certainly isn't lacking in members who could step up. Between Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and even the younger generation, such as Barron Trump, the notion of a Trump political dynasty isn't far-fetched. Some analysts believe that Melania's use of Forevermores could be her way of preparing the public for the possibility that the Trump family doesn't intend to step back from the spotlight anytime soon. After all, Donald Trump Jr. has maintained a prominent role in media, and Eric Trump has continued to be involved in political commentary. It's conceivable that Donald Trump, through his children, could establish a powerful political dynasty that endures well beyond his presidency. Melania's relationship with Trump, a veiled criticism? However, Melania's complicated relationship with her husband has often been a topic of public fascination. Many interpret her behavior as signaling a dislike for the role of First Lady and possibly even a disdain for her husband's political ambitions. Her decision not to appear in the victory photo alongside her husband could be seen as a deliberate snub. After all, it's not common for a First Lady to skip such a momentous occasion, especially if she were fully supportive. This absence only fuels speculation that Melania's statement might have been a subtle dig at Trump. By calling for Americans to rise above ideology, she could be hinting that even her husband's political vision is limited and divisive. If so, her message would be seen not as a call to support Trump's agenda, but rather a plea for a more inclusive, ideology-free approach, something that would be distinctly at odds with her husband's brand. Public reaction, confusion, and concern. The public reaction to Melania's statement has been one of intrigue and concern. While some view it as a harmless, if somewhat odd, choice of words, others see it as an unsettling forecast of an unending Trump influence on American politics. Critics argue that the message is vague enough to avoid direct confrontation but contains hints of a larger, possibly unsettling vision. Supporters, however, have interpreted her words as a call for a return to American values that transcend party lines, which resonates with Trump's base. They see Forevermore not as a threat but as an inspiration, a vision for a country unified under a leader they trust. For many Trump supporters, the idea of a Trump dynasty is welcome, even reassuring, given their loyalty to his policies and vision for the country. Potential for a dynasty. Don Jr., Ivanka, and Barron in the limelight. If Melania's Forevermore is indeed a hint toward a Trump legacy, the candidates for succession are plenty. Donald Trump Jr. is already a well-known figure in political circles, often echoing his father's rhetoric and stance on key issues. Ivanka Trump, although less publicly political in recent times, has also demonstrated ambition and could certainly pursue a political career in the future. Then there's Barron Trump, who, though still young, represents a future where the Trump name could continue to hold sway over the American political landscape. In light of Melania's cryptic message, it's conceivable that we're witnessing the groundwork for a lasting Trump presence in American politics. The possibility of a dynasty where power rotates within the family is not entirely out of the question. As with any legacy, it takes just a few charismatic leaders to establish a generational presence, and the Trumps certainly have no shortage of family members who could step up. Melania Trump's recent statement has left Americans with more questions than answers, inviting endless interpretations and debates. The choice of words, especially the intriguing use of Forevermore, has stirred a wave of speculation. Whether it's a subtle critique of her husband's leadership style or a hint at an enduring Trump dynasty, Melania's words carry significant weight. As the Trump family remains an influential force in American politics, it's entirely possible that Melania's cryptic message is setting the stage for a new political era. In a time when the nation is already divided, the thought of a forevermore Trump presence is both captivating and unsettling. Only time will tell if Melania's message was a foreshadowing of things to come or simply a poetic flourish that has taken on a life of its own. One thing, however, is clear. Melania Trump's words have once again captured the attention of a nation and reignited the debate over the future of American democracy.